Okay. My goal is to try to answer any questions you may have about the final paper that's due on Monday for this unit. Okay, so because we are finishing up night and we will be done with it, and then we're going to move on to the next one. And our next one is going to be, stop moving around. My screen keeps moving around. But we're going to start with Shakespeare next, which will be Othello. So that'll be our next one. But let's talk about what is coming up. So we need to write, you guys are looking at writing an essay. All right, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, so what you are going to be writing is an expository essay. And what that means is you're going to be writing information about, you're going to be giving an expose kind of. You are telling people about something that happened and you are using proof to back you up, okay? And you are letting people know about it, all right? So the prompt is, what are the consequences of treating select groups of people as less than human? All right. Analyze the alienation of the Holocaust victims using the Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a guide to support your claims. Okay. We've talked about a lot in class about making sure that you are following the prompt when you're writing. All right. Make sure that when you are writing your paper, that you are following the prompt. I have several people that are writing things and they're going like way off in a different direction, and they have forgotten the prompt. So make sure that when you are writing, you're always going back up to that prompt and making sure that you're sticking to it. Okay, so the requirements, these are things that are required. If I do not see these in your paper, I will send it back. So this is something that has to be, these are in your paper. You will focus on 2 articles from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, okay? This is over here. This is one of your assignments that needs to be turned in. You will find 6 excerpts from Knight showing violations of your chosen articles from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Explain how victims of the Holocaust were dehumanized and why the treatment of the Holocaust victims violated human rights, and explain why all humans deserve those rights. You must properly integrate all quotes, and I will show you some resources on that as well. We talk about embedding quotes all the time and how to do that. Your essay must be in proper MLA format. I will show you where to find that. Times New Roman, 12-point font, double-spaced, heading, header, and you must include a works cited page, okay? You must tell me where you got your stuff, all right? So these are all things that you need to have. I'm not going to give you a page limit because if you think, which you can't, get all this information into like 1 page, then you're a better person than I am. But it's your job to write your essay, okay? This is you do a good analysis of what you think this could be. But if you have 6 excerpts from Knight, there's no way you could have only 1 page on your essay. See what I mean? So it's going to be more than 1 page no matter what. But there is no page limit, so don't worry about that. All right, so some things I want to show you, some resources I want to show you. If you go up here to project overview, you will see some information I have put out here for you. So MLA format. So you can create your MLA format using this document. It'll show you how to create it and put it all together, okay? How to put your header, how to create your title, how to do all your double space and everything. Because I'll walk you through it step by step, all right? All right, embedding quotations. So we talk a lot about embedding quotations. And When you embed quotations, you cannot just drop the quote in there. And what I mean is drop the quote in there. You can't just say something to the effect of like, Ellie was sad, and then give me a quote to prove that he was sad. Okay, you can't, that's dropping a quote in there. Okay, that you can't do that. What you need to do is you need to introduce your quote similar to what these say. Okay, the X represents like the author or the speaker that the quote of that quote. Okay, this is where you would introduce the quote. So we would say Ellie states, okay, or Ellie disagrees, or Ellie empathizes, or things like that, okay? And then put your quote, okay? So hopefully this makes sense. Ureli, you're the only one that's here, but does that make sense to you? Okay, all right. So these are out there for you, so you have access to this information. Use these to help you write your paper and embed your quotes, okay? And then you also have commentary starters. These are what you use at, I know they're tiny. I'm gonna see if I don't know if I can make these bigger or not. Let's see. Yes, there we go. They're still kind of blurry. But these are commentary starters. And what that means is when you are giving your explanation, you know how we use the pie chart? So we have that pie paragraph template, Ureli. And then, so when you have your explanations, you're using after you give your informational quote, you got your explanation. So what you're doing is you're using this to say, okay, this reveals, or this shows, or one can see from this quote, or or something like that. So these are things that you can use to help you just build your explanation of your quote after you use your quote, okay? So if you guys are stuck as to what to use or how to write it or how to follow up your quote, these are ideas that you can use to help you, okay? And all this stuff is out there for you to use for your benefit, okay? So that good? Ureli, you good on that? Does that make sense? Oh, I think you froze up. You're static. You want to just type it to me? Are you good? Okay, good deal. I hear static whenever you unmute, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because you're in your car. But so when you embed those quotations, you need to make sure that you're getting those, and then when you put the parentheses at the end of the quotes so that we know that you got it from Knight, okay? Or you got it from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, okay? So that's pretty much the overview. I had this set for a little bit longer because I thought there might be a lot of questions, but I just wanted to touch base with everybody, make sure that everyone was clear on what was expected and things like that, and make sure that you guys knew where your information was, so that you guys had your resources available to you. Like I said, Ureli, you're the only one that's here, so do you have any questions for me about the paper or anything? You'll have to type it because I can't hear you. Okay, so one of the things Ureli is asking, are we able to use the resources while we write, or is it going to be like a lock screen? No, this is a paper. This is like a research paper. So you're creating this paper, and so there is no lock screen or anything. You're able to use all that stuff. Yes, that's all available to you all the time. Mm-hmm. Yep, you can use your text. You can use anything that you have used in any of these checkpoints. It's all available to you the whole time. Yep. So you are good. Everything's there. All of it's there for you. Yep, everything. It's not a test. This is not a test. So you're good. Okay. Okay, well, then I will let you go and I will stop the recording. But if anyone has any questions for me, you can always email me like usual. And this is due on, I said Tuesday, right? Tuesday. So this is due on Tuesday. So this will be the end of this unit. So if you guys have any questions before then, let me know. And other than that, I guess I will see you all later. You really get home safe. Bye.